In 1956, the Yankees were on their way to another world championship, but they would have to do it without Phil Rizzuto. On Old Timers Day, he was summoned to the Yankee offices.
Actually, I felt good when I went in because Casey and George Weiss said to me, George Weiss was the general manager then, and he said, Phil, he said, we got a chance to pick up a ball player, but we got to let somebody go. And this was the last day that you could pick up somebody to be eligible. It was the last day of August. And next day, if you signed anybody after that, they wouldn't be eligible to play in the World Series. So we were going through the lineup, and I said, well, Charlie Silverio, Yogi, nobody catches more. No, we might need Charlie. And there were a couple of pitchers that hadn't thrown a ball all year. And he said, no, you never. And we went through the whole thing. I said, I started, the light started. So let's go through that again. We went through it again, the same thing. And then they came out, and George Weiss said, Phil, we'd like to give you your release, guarantee a full share of the World Series. You come back next year with the Yankees.
Rizzuto wasn't heartbroken for long. The next season, he was back with the Yankees, this time as a broadcaster, alongside Mel Allen and Red Barber.
This is one of Phil's Yankee caps. He always put chewing gum on the top where the button is. Now, in the broadcasting booth, you better, if you want to stick it anywhere, be sure and put it on your own head, not on Red's or mine, will you?
Again, he was a rookie on a team of legends. And again, he was a great success. He seemed perfectly comfortable at the mic, and Yankee fans loved what they were hearing. That season, 1957, Rizzuto launched a new career, and he would fill it with some golden memories. But two stand out.
The biggest one, of course, was Roger Maris's 61st home run on the last day of the season, and the other one was Chris Chambliss's home run that beat Kansas City in the playoffs.
Here's the windup. Fastball hit deep to right. This could be it. Way back there. Holy cow!
He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant. Holy cow, Chris Chambliss on one swing. And the Yankees win the American League pennant. Unbelievable, what a finish. As dramatic a finish as you'd ever want to see.
When I see a good play, I get excited. When I see a great play, I really go bananas. But I get excited like a fan would.
And he goes to right field. Holy cow! Holy cow! Like a walk! Oh, I don't believe. Holy cow! I said slice one to right field, but I didn't know he'd do it in the seats.
When Rizzuto moved into the broadcast booth, he left behind his bat and glove, but he brought along his unabashed Yankee loyalty.
I know. They know when the Yankees, they could tune in the fourth inning or the sixth inning and know by my tone of voice if the Yankees are winning or losing.
Bouncer. Hey, the Yankees win! A Baltimore chop to left field and the Yankees win. Oh, beautiful. Everybody say, Bucky!
You want me to root for the other team? I said, I've been with the Yankees my whole life. I've been at Yankee Stadium more than I've been in my own house. I said, I can't go around rooting for the other team. If they make a good play, I'll give them a little pat on the back, but not like the Yankees. I said, I got to root for the Yankees.
Oh, no, I don't believe it. A home run on 0-2.
Let's see there. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Holy cow, protest.
Sit down.
In his more than 3 decades as a Yankee broadcaster, Rizzuto has had a slew of partners. Among them, Joe Garagiola, Frank Messer, Jerry Coleman, Jim Cott, Bobby Mercer, even Billy Martin. And most recently, George Grande and Tom Seaver.
One of the things that makes a broadcast so very special is all the knowledge and all the history that is in Scooter and all the true love that he has for the New York Yankees.
And of course, Phil's most famous partner was Bill White. For 18 years, they treated Yankee fans to one-of-a-kind play-by-play. They were the straight man and the funny man, the odd couple, entertaining and at the same time informative.
What happened? What happened here? I had to go out, I had a headache. I had to get some pills. What happened here?
Home run, single home run.
Wherever you went, go back.
All right, I will.
I've done innings with Phil where the Yankees have been way behind, and he hasn't said a word about what's going on in the field. And I'd say, hey, Phil, how about these? This is not a good game. You know, when the Yankees are behind, it's never a good game for Phil. And he would talk about everything except what was going on the field, simply because the game was way out of hand. Now, if the game got closer, then Phil would come back.
Nothing was ever rehearsed, but we seemed to read each other's mind, know what the other one was going to say, and just be able to come back at one another.
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to New York Yankee Baseball. I'm Bill White. Wait a minute.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to New York Yankee Baseball. I'm Bill. Wait a minute. But I'm looking at the cap. That's Bill White. I'm Phil Rizzuto. And Billy Martin's over there. Well, hi, everybody. I got to tell you what I did. You won't believe it, Bill White, but it's something I've wanted to do my whole life. And finally, today, I got nerve enough to do it. I had a facial. What? I know. I can't believe that I went.
What can you do with that face?
There's a break.
Look at the bracelet. Forget that. Oh, that's a watch. That's not a bracelet. And a World Series ring with. Wait a minute. Look at the jewelry this kid's got.
We're talking about lighter.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you like that? I'm looking at the watches and everything. I'm very impressed.
When a lot of people probably wrote Phil to say that they were disturbed because he used my last name, then his little devilish way, he decided he's going to use that and get me disturbed, and it never did. I think it got Cora more disturbed, and then it got me disturbed. And then I started calling him Rizzuto.
He called me Rizzuto because he'd get mad when I'd call him White. He said, "When are you going to call me by my right name?" My bride, Cora, she does not like the idea of me calling him White. She says, "You've got to have respect for that man." And which is true, but I just couldn't bring myself to call him White. Now that he's president of the National League, the first time he invited Cora and I out to dinner, rather it was lunch. He's got a nice expense account, White. I saw that card he's got too. That son of a gun, he's having a picnic over there. But he took us out to lunch, and as soon as I saw him, I called him White. Oh, well, you know, White kept me out of a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we kept him out of a lot of trouble. Phil, you know, he sometimes, when something would happen outside of baseball, he thought he had to comment on it. And many times we would stop him on the air. We would stop it going out over the air.
He knew when he'd grab my hand and stop the circulation. And I knew, I better stop. He knew that I was going to say something that would have got me in trouble. And he was right.
I think people appreciate his honesty. They appreciate his openness. They appreciate his knowledge of the game. And I think that's important. You listen to many broadcasters, they've got great voices, they've got perfect delivery, and they do the game. Well, Phil gives you a little bit extra. I don't think you'll find any broadcaster who shows the enthusiasm and the delight, especially when a Yankee does something well, that Rizzuto brought to baseball. The mayor's home run, I think about. The things that I find, that I listen to Phil doing a game on a tape, that's just, no other broadcaster has that.
Oscar, you'll never believe this.
They're New York's favorite roommates.
You're a lunatic.
Together for better.
Felix, I knew you had a teddy bear. I didn't know you had a doll. I'm normal.
Or for worse.
He wants to be more like me. That's nice. I'm the lunatic.
Tony Randall.
My dinner's ruined.
Jack Klugman.
That's perfect. What's perfect?
The Odd Couple.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Every night at 11 on Channel 11.
I want you to listen to me. I want you to cross at the corner and look both ways when you're running out there in the street. Because people today, they drive crazy and they will run right over you. And I don't want anything to happen to you because Daddy and I love you very much.
Today, the streets are even more dangerous than you think.
You like flying? I got something that'll really make you fly.
So talk to your kids about drugs or somebody else will.
Wednesday night at 9.
Happy birthday, America.
One winner, 2 eclipses. The first is very fast, 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. The second is a little slower, a week for 2 in Hawaii, just in time for a lunar eclipse. From Channel 11 and Mitsubishi, 2 eclipses. One winner gets them both. Enter at your nearest tri-state Mitsubishi dealer before July 10th.
And it's a deep home run, and it's gone! Home run! Holy cow. Holy cow. That's it.
Holy cow. Oh, holy cow.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Holy cow, a great play.
Oh, what a play! Holy cow!
Great catch.
Holy cow.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, they got him!
Oh, holy cow.
Holy cow! Holy cow! Like a wolf! Oh, I don't believe. Holy cow!
From up here in the broadcast booth, Phil Rizzuto has seen nearly 3,000 ball games, minus a few innings to beat the traffic on the George Washington Bridge. You think he knows a little about the game? He says you see something new every day, and maybe that's why his enthusiasm is such a joy. So he roots a little too hard from up here. If you've been a part of this team for 50 years, had your plaque out there on the wall, maybe you'd root a little too. I think we can all agree he's entitled. Holy cow! Is he ever? I'm Charles Durning.
The day that they retired my number at Yankee Stadium in August of 1985, and they gave me the uniform shirt, and I was talking, I mean, it was like I could feel the presence of Joe DiMaggio and Tommy Henrik and Red Ruffing and all the players that I had played with through the years. It was the strangest feeling. It was like I was holding the most valuable piece of cloth in my life, or holding one of my children in my hand. And I mean, I almost got carried away. I really was choked up, because you got to remember that the Yankees gave me a chance to play when everybody else had turned me down. The major league clubs that looked at me, they gave me a chance to play, and gave me a chance to get in all those World Series. And then also, when I didn't want to leave New York to be a broadcaster, and they asked me if I wanted to broadcast the Yankee games, and I did, and they kept me there for all those years.
Everybody, live on the Yankee Baseball Network, WPIX Sports presents its 40th season of New York Yankee Baseball.
Thank you very much, Mel Allen. Live from Royal Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, WPIX Sports presents New York Yankee Baseball. Tonight, the Yankees take on the Kansas City Royals. Hi, hello, and welcome to Royal Stadium in Kansas City. Along with the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto, I'm George Grande. Tom Seaver has the night off tonight, and it is hot and humid in Kansas City. The temperature has been around 100 for the last couple of days. And Scooter, the big news coming out of the Yankee camp is that Don Mattingly missed yesterday's game and is missing today's game with back spasms. He will not be in the lineup.
No, you know, George, I'm afraid this is what's been bothering Don all year long, because his swing is not the same. And when you watch him, the line drives he hit last year that would have carried in the groove, in the hole, or over the outfielder's head are just dying. So I hope it's something that can be cured right away.
Don had told me before the game that he feels he can be back in the next couple of days. He said he feels a lot better today than he did yesterday. We went to Gene Monahan, the Yankee trainer, and asked him to update us on Don Mattingly.
We know Don is predisposed to back problems now and then because of the histories we've had over the past 3-4 years. So we're aware of what to expect, and when he does have a slight problem such as this one, we know how to handle it no matter where we are. He's just going through some muscle spasm now, some spasm problems that he developed yesterday during some early hitting routine work, and he's a lot better today, and I'm very surprised and pleased with that. And I think this is just a mild occurrence, and I think that it's going to resolve itself in the next couple of days, and he's going to be fine.
Can you put a time